That's why there's.
Did you?
We'll put it in one of my trucks.
Let's call tonight's Board of Works meeting to order. I'll have the wrong agenda in front of me. I got it. I'm good. Brad, could you take the roll, please?
Yeah. John Eargang.
Here.
Jonathan Maple.
Here.
Brad Dreyer.
Here.
And myself, Brad Marcy.
Thank you. You received copies of last month's minutes. Are there any comments, questions, any changes?
Nope.
If not, could I have a motion to approve the minutes from the January 12th meeting?
I will make a motion to approve those minutes.
We have a motion.
second.
And a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We have no items under old business. We have quite a few road closures under new business. And I'm just going to go over the ones we have, and then if you have any specific questions, these are all annual events. The first one we have is Girls on the Run, the Margaret Mary Health Girls on the Run on May 9th. That event takes place out near the new hospital, same place it did last year. They have a fall Girls on the Run event that takes place November 7th. Identical format, identical route. On April 25th, we have the Hospice Walk. On April 11th, I'm sorry, these are not sequential. April 11th, we have the St. Louis Cardinal Crawl, and that takes place in their typical route, starting at school, going out toward the cemetery, through the cemetery, out toward to the park, and then back. On April 18th, we have the Autism Walk, and on May 7th through the 9th, I see Jerry out in the audience, is the Kiwanis Festival, their annual carnival that's held downtown in the Village Square parking lot. And then on May 16th, we have Amex Puppuccino event, which is in the parking lot between George and like Total Tech across from Amex Well. Then finally, we have the St. John's United Church of Christ, the road closure we do on Columbus Avenue when they have their annual church picnic. Everyone submitted their paperwork, their certificates. I think Public Safety has signed off on all of them. So would you like to do those as one motion?
That? Yeah.
In that case, could I have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve all the road closures.
Okay.
And I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second to approve our road and parking lot closures. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? That motion carries. The next item we have on our agenda tonight is the awarding of the emergency vehicle preemption. It's the contract for the inspection, I believe. John, do you have any comments on that?
Not really. I mean, it's just an inspection for that construction. It's through an NDOT grant. That's a 90-10 match. So NDOT pays for 90% of it. With the grant, we have to hire an inspector. So it's.
I think that's because it's a federal grant. They require us to hire a third-party inspector. Is that the case? Okay.
Hey, what's this work for?
The emergency vehicle preemption, which will enable our safety vehicles to control the lights.
Oh, okay.
On 46 and
Okay.
229. I don't think Corey's here. Brian's here. We have a contract with HWC, and we just need to approve that contract so we can keep moving on the project. Ideally, I would love it to be done by the time the hospital is done, but I don't think that's going to happen. But it's our next step to move on.
Thanks.
Do you have any questions, John?
No. No.
I will ask for a motion.
I will make a motion to approve the contract as written.
I'll second the motion.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? That motion carries. That is all we have on our Board of Works agenda tonight. So if you don't have any questions, or no one else has any questions, I'll adjourn the meeting. And we'll make it at 20 till. We will be holding a public hearing on a conveyance of property. So if we're good, I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. The meeting is adjourned. We will start the public hearing at 6:40.
Great job, man. That was honestly,
I mean, inspirational.
I mean, you're following up on Bill, so. Good to see you.
See ya. Oh, thanks. How are you? Good to see you. I got your email. Cool. Make it.
So I've learned that helps me out. Well, I appreciate it.
It's warm.
It's fun to do.
Warm.
So, yeah, we need to get figured out with that.
We had some people, unfortunately, single, yeah. That, needing a
We've already done that. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, we'll catch up soon. Sounds good.
All right, see ya.
My niece did that, stuff down there, so it shot over my niece, and bought, and then we bought, we always make a special trip, if we had work that fast.
I talked to Tom. He tried to find me, and then it so happened I was doing something else. So we had to do it again.
We wrote these at an extra 0.
Okay,
They've been voided.
okay.
We did not update this total here, though.
So is there like a whole spreadsheet, I mean, a whole list of all of this stuff, or is it, do we gotta go through all of it? So in the past, what I was on is, there was a list I could just go down and look at all the spendings? Or is that what this is?
So that's what
Is
this
that what this,
is.
okay,
And then
okay.
these are all the physical checks.
Okay.
So the 40,000 ones have been taken out.
Right,
They've
okay.
been voided,
Okay,
but it was included in this amount.
so that changed that.
So
okay.
120,
Okay,
difference there.
okay, that makes sense. Perfect, I appreciate that.
Maybe even 600, freeze out close. traded, I traded. I tried to wash it. Yeah. Oh,
I'm going to call this meeting to order. And this is a special public hearing that involves the conveyance of city property from the city of Batesville to our redevelopment commission or corporation. Blaine, do you want to comment or?
Yeah, included within your council packet was a draft of the resolution for tonight's public hearing. There also was some attachments indicating the parcels that are subject to be conveyed. And so part of the statutory process before you can convey property to another governmental entity can include a public hearing where folks from the public can come and raise concerns about that conveyance between governmental entities or from one from the city of Batesville to another entity. We went through a similar process of this back when we transferred the Ward School, and then there was this transfer as well that was part of the hospital development last year. And so similar process. The only difference is a conveyance from the city of Batesville to the redevelopment commission for the city of Batesville. So it's between two governmental entities. There's exceptions that you don't have to have property appraisals or things of that nature. And so the purpose of the two parcels being transferred are those out by on Lammers Pike. One of the parcels kind of sits back. It's landlocked, but theoretically it's landlocked, but it's accessed from Chateau Boulevard on the back end, and the other parcel goes from that same all the way to the front. Kind of shoehorns around. I think it's the Chateau.
It's St. Andrews.
Oh, St. Andrews. I apologize. And so. That's the transfer. I know Sarah, our economic development director, has been working on some prospective developers for that property. And so the transfer to redevelopment gives us a little bit more flexibility with how the redevelopment commission can dispose of government-owned property. still has to go through appraisal processes, but in evaluating the submissions on a bid like that, the redevelopment commission can factor in other things such as quantity of potentially employers or what the development's going to end up being, things of that nature. And so transferring, whereas the city is required to, when it does when the city of Batesville does an appraisal, it's more or less required to transfer to the highest and most responsive bidder in the process. And so the redevelopment commission allows us a little bit more flexibility in evaluating those potential buyers of the property, and a little more intentionality for the city's initiatives and development. So that's the reason for the public hearing. And so I don't know if any members of the public have any comment on that before we go into any discussion for our council members. And more or less the need for tonight is whether we council provides a positive or a negative recommendation to the mayor to execute documents conveying that property to the redevelopment commission. So I don't know if there's any members of the public that have opinions on that matter.
Or concerns?
Hello, my name is Victoria Martz. I'm a local resident of Batesville, Indiana here. You may know me, you might not. I was just curious, what's the acreage, do we know, of these plots?
I think between the two, Ms. Martz, I believe it's about 18 acres, just over 18 acres, give or take.
Okay, that was all I wanted to know. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Well, if there are no other questions, does council have any questions at this point?
Yep.
I guess I can adjourn the special meeting.
I think we need a resolution or a positive recommendation from council following the public hearing. So,
okay.
I'll make the move a motion, right, in order to accept as presented.
I'll second the motion.
We have a motion and a second to forward this recommendation on to council.
well, to provide you a positive recommendation to execute documents.
Okay. We've got all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Thank you. Now we will adjourn this meeting. That adjourns our special meeting, and since we're all here, we'll move right into city council. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, Brad, would you take the roll?
Derek Cox.
Here.
Brad Dreyer.
Here.
Doug Stock.
Here.
Melissa Tucker.
Here.
Beth Enneking.
Here.
Sean Ergang.
Here.
And myself, Brad Marcy, here.
Thank you, Brad. Again, you all received copies of the minutes from the January 12th meeting. Were there any questions, comments, or changes that are necessary? If none, I will ask for a motion to approve the January 12th meeting minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes from last month's meeting. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Next item up, department head reports were available at the back or at the front of the council chambers. Anyone with any questions on those? All right, we will move on. to our Mayor's Youth Council. I do see 3 members of Mayor's Youth Council tonight. Would you girls step up to the microphone and introduce yourselves and tell us what committees you're on and how long you've been on Youth Council?
Hello, I'm Alice Austin. I've been on Mayor's Youth Council for 3 years, and I'm on the Car Wash Committee.
I'm Avery Austin. I'm a junior at Oldenburg Academy. I've been on Mayor's Youth Council for 5 years now, and I'm also part of the Car Wash Committee.
I'm Tessa Roulette. This is my first year of Mayor's Youth Council, and I'm on the Pickleball Committee.
Thank you. And thanks for being part of Youth Council. These guys do a lot of volunteer work for the community. I forget, we have five different committees this year, project committees. Thank you. Yeah. Next item, we will go into new business tonight. I have an item on here, a CASA presentation, but I don't see anyone with CASA. Okay, we will do that at another date. The next item up is Resolution 1-2026, and that is the resolution that we just discussed at the public meeting to approve the conveyance of the City of Batesville property to our redevelopment commission. You all made a recommendation to do that, so now I will simply ask for a motion to approve Resolution 1-2026. And Blaine, correct me if I'm wrong, once we go through that process, then we will also have to have do we have a resolution then from
Yes.
RDC that accepts it?
Correct, yeah, so RDC needs to provide a mirrored resolution that will accept it. And so once RDC meets, I think the 28th or 25th, later this month when RDC meets, they'll have a resolution on their agenda, and assuming that they will approve that, then we will go ahead and execute deeds and sales disclosures and things of that sort to formally move title.
Does anyone have any questions?
Yep.
Can I have a motion to approve, or to approve the resolution?
So moved.
Have a motion, do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Motion and a second to approve Resolution 01-2026 for conveyance of property. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Brad, would you like to present your clerk treasurer's report?
Yeah. So, month of January, we had revenue of $559,048, total expenditures of $924,307. If you look at our portion budget, what we expect to be spending at this time during this month, we're right on track here. We actually are ahead $87,000 that portion-wise we would have expected to spend, so, but a lot of that is just timing issues.
Does anyone have any questions for Brad? Not, I will ask for a motion to approve the treasurer's report.
I'll make a motion, we approve the treasurer's report.
A motion, do I have a second?
I make a second.
We have a motion and a second to approve tonight's treasurer's report. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. We need, while we're doing that, we need a motion to approve tonight's claims.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries.
Who seconded that?
I did.
You did. Thank you, Melissa.
Next item up is mayor's report. He is not here tonight, but this afternoon we welcomed a new officer, Shane Trepainer, to our Batesville Police Department. He's a native of Greensburg, and Shane has served in the past at the North Vernon Police Department and Jennings County Sheriff's Department. But most recently, he came to us, I believe, from Great Plains Communication, and he expressed a desire to get back into law enforcement, and he presented well, so we were happy to have him on the department. I want to thank our city employees for their snow removal efforts the past few weeks. Digging out of the volume of snow that we had is no small feat, and we kind of make it a team effort here. We have our Parks Department helps with that, as well as our wastewater. We have guys from wastewater helping us, and of course our street department. But I appreciate the efforts. I think they did a great job, and I appreciate everything they did. I will remind people that if they can keep their own sidewalks clean, that is the responsibility of a property owner, to keep their sidewalks clean in front of their business or their homes. I appreciate the fact that lots of them did. I saw a lot of kids walking into town from school today, and for the most part, they all had clear paths. So I appreciate the efforts made on the behalf of residents and businesses to keep those sidewalks clean. The book club for February, we have had to move that to March. So book club will occur on Wednesday, March 4th and Wednesday, March 11th. So our February selection will be done on Wednesday the 4th, and our regular March selection we will handle on the 11th at the Batesville Memorial Public Library at 6:30. Batesville Main Street and Batesville Main Street actually presents cherry-picked presidential trivia this Thursday, February 12th at 7:30 p.m. That will be held at the Galley at 16 East Bowinger Street. I hear that the guest host will be Judge Jeff Sharp. So you can visit their Facebook page for more information. I think they had their first trivia event last month at the coffee shop, and it was Friends, appropriately, it was Friends Trivia. They had a great turnout for that. Since I am not a Friends person, I'm grateful that I was not playing, because I did listen to a few of the questions and I was completely clueless. So. And speaking of cherries, congratulations to Schmidt's Bakery for their Cherry Thing-a-Ling event, reaching a 50-year milestone. Get them while they're hot this week, Thursday, February 12th through Monday, President's Day. We have a guest in our audience who's visiting, from Harrison County, Indiana, and if you know where Harrison County is, that's where our first state capital was, Corydon. And she mentioned that this is how many trips to Cherry Thing-a-Ling?
My fourth trip, and we love it. I bring my mother, and we celebrate her birthday, and we love it.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming. But again, that's going to be happening this week, so get in line and meet some people. Other than that, do we have citizens in the audience that would like to address council tonight? If not, that's all I have, and that will conclude our meeting. Our next regularly scheduled meeting is Monday, March 9th at 6:30 p.m. Since there's nothing else, I would just ask for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
A motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The meeting's adjourned. Thank you.
I like that.
The rest area.